All rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to say a little prayer. We pray we will be able to work as a team. Give us the wisdom to foresee the needs of our community and make decisions that will best serve our township. Amen. And before public participation, I'd like to read something.
Now, are you all able to hear back there with the air conditioning going?
Not very well. Not very well.
Should we turn off the air conditioner?
It all move up.
I'll try and talk louder. A couple of people have been pointing a finger at Percy for the road crew we have and the pothole issue. We are a team, and we all hire the road crew, and we all deal with road issues. The roadmaster delivers the orders to the road crew with Luke and my input. We have had many different road crews and supervisors over the years, and they all have had the same problem. Potholes never go away for good, they just keep coming back, and they keep coming back worse. Each year they just get worse. One thing in common is a rush to do grading for dust storm. I believe we are grading during wet weather, thus a good job cannot be done. Grading during rainy weather may destabilize sections of the road. You need a day or so for it to dry out before and after grading. The other day they were grading the road, and as they were rolling it, a downpour. Our roads have a lot of clay in them. 1 inch of rain will soak down 9 to 10 inches. If the substrate is unstable, usually caused by variations in moisture content of the ground beneath, then potholes are likely to recur. Poor drainage and amount of rain contribute to this. Even the state of Pennsylvania have recurring potholes in their roads. If road is unstable due to moisture content of the ground beneath the pothole, it will return. Poor materials is another factor. In our forefathers' day, the crews used to put tree stumps, trees, debris from the ditches, and use this for the base of the road and mix it in with the material. Years go by and these rot and sink the level of the road. The practice of using ditch debris to mix in the road while grading has been used not too long ago either. Not by this road crew. Grader is often blamed, while the use of subpar material may be the real culprit. High traffic roads, actually some places have to grade them every 7 to 10 days apart. Low traffic roads every 3 to 4 weeks. Barely used roads, spring if dry, and in the fall. Rainwater collects underground, which causes the soil underneath the road to sag. This creates depressions in the road that then break apart with the added stress of traffic. A good base of 18 to 24 deep, constructed of coarse gravel or crushed stone would be ideal. We do not have this good base. Washboarding or ripples occur with the passage of wheels rolling over unpaved roads. Bouncing of the wheel causes this, especially on clay roads, and we have a lot of clay in our roads. Wear and tear that affects gravel and dirt roads on a regular basis. Ruts, potholes, and displaced gravel are a natural side effect of traffic. Some roads in our township look really good. There's others that look like a bomb hit it. Different sections of the same road have different material on them. And the part, like on Doug Road, certain parts of Doug Road has blue stone, which I understand used to be blue DSA. You go up my road a little bit further, you can't even cross the road. There's so many potholes. I mean, there's a lot. Then you go down Sunset, and Sunset's not that bad. It looks really good, and it has quite a bit of this blue stone on it. And that, I'm not making this up. If you go up my road, you'll see how nice it is up to a certain section, and then it falls apart. And I just want you to know, we're doing our best to have these potholes stay away longer. We have to drive these roads too, and we're well aware of the pothole problem. I go up Doug Road at least 2 or 3 times a day, round trip. Believe me, I know there's a pothole problem. So I just want to let you know that I'm aware of the pothole problem. I'm doing the best I can to try and make them stay away longer. When my road was done last year, Doug Road, the potholes stayed away for 8 months, which is the longest they've ever stayed away. And it was done later in the season when it was drier. I really think they should do ditches in the spring when it's a light rain and do grading the roads later. But the problem is everybody wants dust oil. They're putting pressure on them to work the roads when it's not really good working conditions. I have a text here, I'm gonna read it to you. Because I don't know that much about roads, so I depend on PennDOT and I depend on dirt and gravel. This message is from Steve from PennDOT. I had asked him, do you think we should be working these roads? They're really just awful. Let me just get him up here. Okay, this is what he responded when I said, I think these roads are too wet. I would say they are much too wet at this point as well. We need a couple of good drying days with all of this recent rain that we have been having. It's a tough call when it's sunny out, but if your road is too wet to start out, you will end up with more of a mess. And this is from Steve from PennDOT. So personally, since this has been going on for years, this early grading during the wet season, it seems like the common denominator. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I think maybe we might consider not doing dust oil for a year or 2 to give them a chance to do it when it should be done. But I'm sure that's not going to fly because people really like their dust oil. And so I really thank you for listening to me. Just trying to let you know we understand there is a problem. And we're just trying to cure it. But I don't think it's going to be curable for more than so many months at a time, unfortunately. Thank you.
Thank you, Ava.
No?
Should it be public participation?
I was saying you're supposed to, don't you want to announce identification video? What do you know?
How do you want it?
Well, I was saying that if you're sticking with the agenda, you know, 'cause
Were you recording?
I'm recording. Okay. Public participation?
Public participation, Scott.
So this kind of goes to this whole pothole issue and the road working issue. If you're working the roads and you're allowing them to dry out, the material can't compact. This dry material won't compact when you roll it down. You can run the roller on it all day. It's like trying to pack down flour. It just doesn't pack down unless it has moisture. So there is something to be said. I mean, you can't work it too wet. If it's sticking to the roller drum, it's obviously too wet. But if it's not sticking to the roller drum, that's when you get your best result from road work. But letting it dry out, you're not going to get compaction. And not ripping the potholes, not putting the scar fires down and ripping these potholes out is why they're coming right back. You can't just throw material in a pothole and expect it to stay. This doesn't ever fix the problem. Another thing that I have is that Ava is only a supervisor until the first Monday of January. Her appointment is only good until January. She would have to run again in this election, and she didn't file a petition. None of that stuff has happened. Why is that?
It's not an election.
It is an election year. There's an election every year.
Presidential.
Yeah, but
Well,
her
that's different
appointment
from
is only
township.
good until January.
We'll check
Of
into it.
what year?
What's that?
Of what year?
Her appointment is only good until January 4th, or the first Monday in January after she is appointed. Unless the
She was
election.
appointed until the next municipal election.
Yeah, I called the canvassing board and asked them when I have to have my petition in, and they said I did not have to have it in, they said a couple of years. They said I have to finish Ray's term and then I have to put a petition in. I have to finish Ray's term, and evidently he doesn't have,
No,
his
you
term
don't finish his
long
Did you,
term.
did you go to supervisor training, Ava?
Yes, I did.
Well, in the supervisor training, your appointment is only good until the next election.
The next municipal.
Yeah, but it's
No,
not for
ma'am.
another, it's not next year though. they
Municipal
told me.
elections are every other year.
No, it is not.
Look it up.
Okay,
Because I asked the canvassing board, do I have to
Would you
have
like
it
me
in?
to
And
read
they
it
said,
to
not
you?
yet.
But I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. I mean, if she doesn't file a petition, why are we talking about that in township
Because
meeting?
You
The
didn't file
only-
a petition either, so
We didn't
What's
talk
that?
about
you didn't
that.
file one either, so there's really no point talking about it.
Last year, when you didn't file, we didn't talk about it in the township meeting, so why if she didn't file something?
because she has to run for supervisor. She didn't,
Not right in this moment, she doesn't.
okay.
You're the biggest problem with this township is you.
A successor appointed under the section shall hold office until the first Monday in January after the first municipal election, which
Thank
occurs
you.
at least 60 days after the vacancy occurs.
I was here for the meeting.
They don't have a special election,
she was
it's the
appointed
next
the full end of the
municipal
term.
election. She doesn't finish out the term, which would be another 4 years, but she finishes out until the next municipal election. So she would have to register, I believe, in next
The election
spring.
board said that she should have filed a petition to run in this election, but they didn't know that she was in the position because the township never notified the election board of the appointment.
I'll have to call them because I called them and asked
They
them,
have
when do I
copies
have to
of
have
the
it?
minutes where she was appointed. So
Okay.
how were they not notified?
We will find out.
I
We'll
talked to
find
them
out.
yesterday, and they thought Ray Bellows was still a supervisor. And they said Ava was not a supervisor because Luke Grant won the election.
Well, I called them and told them that I was filling in for Ray Bellows, and I asked them, when do I have to have a petition? And they did not tell me I had to have it in right away. That's what they told me. When I called them, I told them I'm in a temporary position because of Ray Bellows. I did tell them. So whoever I talked to down there gave me bad information.
All right,
So I will call
so we're
them.
not gonna settle that here.
But,
Yeah.
but actually, it is a legitimately good question
If-
to make sure everything is on the up and up.
It is, and we don't have the answer right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Let's-
let's put-
We'll call down to the county,
Yep.
talk with the election office, and find out from there. 'Cause
And,
we can just
because,
sit here and bicker about it all day
Right,
long,
no,
we're not
I
getting
agree.
anything done, so.
but, just saying,
We
this
can
is,
ask about it,
it's
figure it out, we'll have an answer.
it's a
for next
legitimately
week.
good question, and it'll, by next month, we should have the answers.
All right,
Yeah, I'll
Dan
give them a call.
Janowski,
Yes, I was just wondering when they were gonna remove that dirt on the Hamilton Hill and Cemetery Road where they, it's on the correct road there.
don't know, not now, because we're grading roads. So,
It was 2 days there that it rained on
Yep.
Tuesday or whatever.
you're right, they're doing ditches on Plows Lane.
Mike, the road for it.
Yep,
We're going to stop Paul's Lane.
they were doing ditches on Plows Lane, has been started.
How can that be that from Tuesday, they set it to corners up by Allston's? Tuesday to Friday, they worked my road till Friday.
There's an excavator on Plows Lane.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, there-
With what?
There's an excavator on Plows Lane.
Okay, all right. That's all I need. I'm
Been
sorry.
sitting there for a while,
I'm just saying, I was just wondering what was going on. All right,
working roads. That it?
that's it.
Wait. Bid opening? Andrew Loans Enterprises. McClure. That's the other bid, McClure. What do you got? Okay.
Thanks.
There's this one.
Are we out of storage?
Come on, there's some back there. Hold on, we'll get you. Thanks,
Andrew Lonis, this year, cinders.
Yep, it's,
So your bid is for red cinders?
yeah, same as you got last year.
We advertise for black. Right? On the bid sheet? Yes. Okay.
Can you read the prices?
Yes, you can. So black cinders from McClure Enterprises is $46.95. Assuming that's per ton. Andrew Lonis is delivered as directed, $44 a ton, and then there's $29.86 a ton. Oh, and it's
Can you repeat them again? You want to hear them again, sir?
so anti-skid is $29.86. Cinder bid for red cinders is $44. And then black cinders are $46.95 a ton. For McClure. Right? Yes.
Does it say what type?
Just says all black. Black cinders, 15 ton, or 1,500 ton.
In the bid, it was black cinder for requesting as well.
Right. Yeah, because it says black cinders right here on the bid sheet.
Sample you gave us is red. We'd like to see black. So,
What's that?
What does it say what type the black ones are?
No, it doesn't. Well, it says type 4. Same here is type 4. Type 4 PennDOT approved.
Yeah, there is no such thing as a PennDOT approved type 4
No.
that is black.
Okay. That I don't know. For sure.
that's the description for both of them, so.
Right.
That's the description that's put in the
That's put in
bid.
the bid.
But the
Anything.
bid was for black cinders, right?
Yes, yes, it will. So we'll go further that way and ask it. All right, so I'll make a motion to approve a bid for anti-skid through Andrew Lonis for 500 ton. All in favor?
I second that motion.
Aye.
Good. Aye. Then I'll make a motion to get black type 4 PennDOT approved cinders from McClure's for $46.95 a ton.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Get all that.
Yep.
All right. Acceptance of meeting minutes for the May meeting. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes for the May meeting.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Financial reports. May financial reports.
I have them right here, I already looked at them. There you go.
Alrighty, I'll make a motion to accept the financial reports for May.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Monthly expenses.
They were in there.
Oh, yeah, we already worked
Oh,
out.
yeah.
We're looking at them over there.
There you go. So make a motion to accept, agree to pay for the monthly expenses.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Fund transfers. I'll make a motion to transfer $10,000 from the ARP account to payroll.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion to transfer $20,000 from state fund savings to state fund checking.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Township reports and updates. Ordinance enforcement. Road crew summary. Tell us where you're at, Mike.
Gonna be on Myers and Yale, then moving to Sunset.
Gotcha.
Where's Stevens Drive on that list?
Stevens Drive. That's on the list too.
Right.
What about Galvin Road?
That's on the list too.
Yeah, we've been on the road for 2 years, I think now. We had a trench going across to the back road that no one cares about.
I think that had something to do with your sluice pipe problem at your barn.
Yeah, we
I'm
tried.
talking on the backside, two things. One, I'm talking on the backside of the lake. And then two, down by my barn. That is not causing a problem. It's coming down from the pond down. It isn't coming from the barn.
And it needs, the ditches need to be cleaned because your pond's running right into the road. Luke's seen it too.
Well, if you had a ditch, you can have some of the water go across the road and down the road.
Yeah, it needs just to go down there and clean that.
The ditch is by the road. The one I'm talking about. That hasn't been cleaned out in 10, 20 years.
Yeah. That's all over around there.
Why we're working on
That road
ditches.
we got, there's no ditches. I guess, and that just points to me now, I guess, since the new road crew, it's just our fault, according to Scott and everybody else here.
I'm talking about the ditch that's across the road by Galvin Pond. That's been there a year and a half. It came from the winter of 2022, I believe.
Well, I know the one up in front of your rental house, we filled that, because
Yeah.
Mike did it. I watched him do it. We'll get to it, if there's one up there, we'll get it. All right, so we're moving along anyways. Once we hit Sunset and all them, we'll come back on the outside. Alrighty, correspondence communications, Black Hills Energy Gas Well in Springfield. So they're just notification that they're doing a gas well up in Springfield. Old business, none, new business, treasurer.
Yeah, that's her.
That's,
Wanna do Rhonda's?
you gotta do Rhonda's first.
So I'll make a motion to accept Rhonda Washburn's resignation as township treasurer.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll also make a motion to accept Pat Scala's resignation as auditor.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have the resignation here. And appointments to treasurer. I'll make a motion to appoint Pat Scala as treasurer.
Second one.
All in favor?
Aye.
Make a copy of that. All right. That's it for old business scale.
Real quick, I was saying the Pat's position will need to have someone appointed.
Probably.
I was saying, she did mention my wife, and I'm like, yeah, I think my wife would be interested if you want to have someone appointed there.
We'll talk it over and
That's fine.
see what we come up with.
Yeah, you need at least 2 people for
At least 2 people.
Yearly.
Alrighty.
I have a question,
Yeah,
if I can. Was there a sample of the other cinders?
there was none. I didn't see one. You didn't bring anything with you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, get her up here.
While you're waiting for that sample, I have a question. What are we gonna be doing about the township secretary?
Well, Pat Scala
Pat's
actually.
gonna be here a couple days a week.
Oh, so Pat's going to be temporary secretary or?
She's treasurer, but she's gonna have office hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we don't have any right now. So she's gonna cover
Yeah,
3 days.
26.
She'll be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Friday morning,
He's good.
and Wednesday from like 12 to 3.
Okay. And you're back part-time or?
No, I'm only helping out after hours. I'm not here.
Okay,
I
so,
stop on my way home, I check messages, grab the mail.
okay, so I think there's a bunch of people in the township who kind of been wondering what's going on with secretary and haven't really heard anything, so.
Part-time secretary, and she doesn't sound.
Oh, that's fine, it's one of those, just
Officer.
okay, so Tammy is only stopping in after hours, she's working part-time secretary. Pat's gonna be here during the day, just kind of,
She's gonna be here during the day so that I don't have to stop in on my way home every night.
oh, okay, okay.
So her being here is gonna kind of, she'll be able to deal with the stuff that comes up in the course of the day.
Now, are you gonna stay as part-time, or are you looking to transition out of the, huh?
Pat's gonna do 3 days a week, 2 days 8 to 11, 1 day 12.
I'm trying not to leave the township in
12 to
bed.
3.
Oh, I understand,
Trying to help out,
I didn't know if we're looking for a new secretary, or if you're just
I
part-time.
think they were gonna try this and see how this goes.
Okay. Just once again,
I don't think anybody misses having hours. It's more of an inconvenience trying to like catch up, like the phone calls. I don't think anybody really misses anybody being here at the end of the day.
Oh, what, miss you terrible.
That's just because you wanted to order your dust oil.
No, I stop in a few times a year to talk to you.
Dust oil.
Yeah.
Dust oil.
Alrighty, meeting is adjourned.
okay. Well, that was exciting.
Figure the best way to find out what's going on in town is talk to the secretary. No, always does that.
Yeah.
They seem to know who's doing what there.